On the news headlines, reps pass bill to revert to old national anthem, Nigeria will hail D. Hoodlums attack anti-Ganduje protesters at APC Secretariat. Tinubu orders review of tertiary institutions board to reflect national spread. Tinubu again approves free 2-month ride on Abuja Rail Mass Transit Wike. And on sports, WAFU BU under 17 Golden Eaglets qualify for semi-finals after 3-0 defeat of Congo. Good day, thanks for joining us on Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onado. The House of Representatives has passed a bill into law to revert to the old national anthem, Nigeria will hail D, and discard the present one, Arise, O Compatriots. Sponsored by the House Leader, Honorable Julius Ihombere, the bill, which was speedily passed through second reading, was considered and thereafter approved at the Committee of the Whole and passed for third reading at plenary. The legislation, titled Bill for an Act to Provide for the National Anthem of Nigeria and for Matters Related thereto, stipulates that the date of commencement of the bill, the National Anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, shall be Nigeria we hail thee, which is prescribed in the schedule to the proposed legislation. According to the bill, the National Anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be a national symbol and sign of authority, and all persons, individuals, or corporate entities shall respect the national anthem and preserve the dignity of the national anthem. The proposed legislation provided that the national anthem shall be performed and sung at occasions such as opening and closing ceremonies of Federal Executive Council and State Executive Council meetings, opening and closing of sitting of legislative houses in Nigeria, and constitutional oath-swearing communities, or rather, celebrations. Others are major celebrations, major award ceremonies, national memorial ceremonies, and the like, which are organized by MDAs, major diplomatic activities, major sporting events, and other occasions that may be from time to time be determined by the minister responsible for education with the consent of the president. It stated that the performance and singing of the national anthem shall follow the lyrics prescribed by the federal government of Nigeria. And now pandemonium erupted at the national headquarters of the All Progressives Congress in Abuja on Thursday when suspected thugs attacked some protesting members of the North Central APC midway through their protest in front of the party. The protesters had stormed the party secretariat to demand the resignation of the APC national chairman, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, and allow the leadership seat previously occupied by Abdullahi Adamu to return to the North Central. Chanting solidarity songs and displaying banners that read, "Return APC national chairmanship to North Central," and "Dr. Ganduje kindly resign to face your prosecution in Kano," the protesters appealed to President Bola Tinubu and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, to help influence the process of a peaceful transition of the party chairmanship seat back to the region. But a few minutes into their protest, the procession was scuttled by suspected hoodlums who swooped on the aggrieved party members, beating them with sticks as they fled in different directions. Addressing journalists after they regrouped a few blocks away from the party secretariat, Plateau State Coordinator of the North Central APC stakeholders, Hamisu Suleiman, lamented the treatment meted out to them, saying they will not be deterred until justice is served. President Bola Tinubu has directed a total and comprehensive review of the recently announced governing boards of tertiary institutions in Nigeria before the inauguration and retreat being planned for the nominees. The Federal Ministry of Education recently released names of nominees for chairmen, pro-chancellors, and members of the boards and councils of universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. It also announced that the inauguration and retreat for the nominees will take place on 31st May. However, a statement by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said public reactions showed that the nominations did not reflect the federal character of the country, as some states got just one nomination while some others got many. In directing a complete review of the list of board members, he noted that President Tinubu acknowledged the feedback across the country. And again, President Bola Tinubu has approved a 2-month free ride on the Abuja Rail Mass Transit, also known as Metro Line, Mr. Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), has said. Wike made the disclosure in Abuja on Thursday during the ministerial sectoral update on the performance of Tinubu's administration in the last 1 year. He said that the Metro Line will be inaugurated May 27 by Tinubu and thereafter open for public use for free in the first 2 months. He explained that although the building of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System was commissioned by the immediate past administration, the services were not rendered to the public. The minister said the current administration had rehabilitated the system and would be inaugurated by for commercial purposes. So many people have said that the government has commissioned it before. We are not talking about commissioning of buildings, we are commissioning for commercial operations. We have commissioned it before, but was it in use? Why was it not in use? He asked. So those of you saying it was commissioned, please don't make a mistake. What was commissioned was the building, and we are not commissioning the building. What we want to commission is the commercial operations, and we are going to allow free ride for 2 months. That is a renewed hope agenda, he said. The minister also said there was no access road to all the train stations. The development, he said, had impeded the commercial operations of the Metro Line. He added that rejuvenating the rail transport system was in line with the directive of President Tinubu, who said he wanted to ride on the Metro Line. To the glory of God, on Monday, May 27th, Mr. President will ride on that Metro Line. So when Mr. President rides on Monday, we will take your turn on Tuesday. It is for you and not for Mr. President, he said. And now moving on, the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, CIS, says it is concerned over the financial report of significant foreign exchange dependent companies in Nigeria, which revealed losses or substantially reduced profits in 2023. Mr. Oluroko Dada, the president and chairman of the Council of CIS, expressed this on Thursday in Lagos during the Vanguard Economic Discourse. The theme of the discourse is Reforms in the Era of Global Economic Uncertainty with Nigeria. Represented by Mr. Adeyemi Aino, a fellow and council member of CIS, Dada cited companies such as Nestle Nigeria and MTN among others affected. He attributed the situation to factors including the free float of the naira and escalating foreign exchange rates, as well as other economic and monetary policies. Dada emphasized that there was no truly free float of currency globally, advocating for a managed float currency management system as practiced in democratic countries. He urged the government to reconsider the hike in Band A electricity tariff, warning of its potential impact on production costs and local competitiveness. Finally, now on sports news, Nigeria's Golden Eaglets have qualified for the semi-final of the ongoing WAFU Zone B Under-17 Championship after defeating Togo 3-0 in Accra, Ghana. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the Golden Eaglets were second in Group B of the WAFU B Under-17 Championship going into their final game of the round. Nan recalls that the game was initially scheduled for Wednesday evening but was postponed to Thursday morning due to a heavy downpour which got the pitch soaked. Nan reports that Abdul Muiza Deleke opened the scoring after an impressive attack with Abdul Muiza Ladimiji supplying the assist. The Golden Eaglets, after scoring the goal, kept on with their pressure to increase their points. Fortunately for the Eaglets, again in the 35th minute, Rafa Adams scored the second goal through a header after a cross from Simon Cletus. In the 57th minute of the match, the Eaglets again scored their third goal through Adeleke. Now reports that Adeleke, however, missed an opportunity of increasing the Eaglets' goals to 4 in the 68th minute after they won a penalty following a handball in Togo's area. With the outcome of today's match, Nigeria's Golden Eaglets will play in the semi-final of the championship, where they will meet Ivory Coast, who play the goalless draw against Burkina Faso. That's it from the news on Leadership TV. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.